Hey, good morning. It's very early and I'm excited to hot seat your business and really help you build your business with online marketing or really anything else that might be getting in the way of you making a bigger difference. So as you're jumping on, just say good morning. I'd love to see you. It's 6 a.m. here. It is pitch black right now outside. Let me show this to you. I think this will, look at this. Pitch black. There's me in the window. It's pitch black out there. It's actually, the beautiful ocean is out there, but right now it is pitch black. Anyway, let's jump in. Good morning, Wendy McKenna. Good morning, you guys. Awesome. Savannah, Holly, Barbara, Kelly. Rocket. Where's the men this morning? They're all sleeping. Hi, Yvette. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Good morning. Yes, it is so dark. It's freaking cold outside too. Hey, good afternoon from Germany. That's great. I have an Oma. Well, I don't have an Oma Nopa anymore, but I did have an Oma Nopa growing up. Awesome. Hi, Dean. Hey, Catherine. Okay, you guys, let's jump in. So, you want to talk some business? You want to talk some getting unstuck? You want to grow your company and make a huge difference in the world? And do you want to take some more time off so you can enjoy your family? That's kind of my mojo. So share with me what you're getting stuck on right now. What is the breakdown or the challenge or the hurdle that you're trying to get over? And let's see if I can actually solve that for you. So it requires you to do some engagement with me. Ask me a question and let's roll. All right, you guys, a bunch of you guys are jumping on right now, which is great. So, okay, great. Kelly, first question. I hired a videographer to work with me on my opt-in video. So she's got a registration page and she's doing a registration video and also create a video for my ClickFunnels page. Any guidance? Hook, transformation, story. Kelly, I need more information. I can't do a hook for you or even suggest a hook for you unless you give me a little bit more information about what your show's about or what people are opting in for. So I need a little bit more about that and what is your point of view around that. But I can tell you as far as like creating great registration videos, one of the things that if you watch my work, quite often I'm like, hey, it's Shanda! And I wear like a bright colored shirt. I know that's like my videographer's girlfriend gets so frustrated because every 2 seconds when he's editing my videos, it's like, hey, right? And they're always coming back to me that I meet them out in the world. They're like, you're so energetic. And I am energetic. It is my natural personality. However, with that being said, that just grabs people's attention right away. So my highest registration videos are me in a bright, vibrant color shirt and dressed like cute, dressed nice. And then I have a nice backdrop, not like here. This is just literally, I'm in my living room of my beachfront condo right now, and it's not glamorous. It's just kind of is, you know, but if I was doing a registration video, I would never do it with this background. I'm just kind of real, so I do Coffee with Shanda like this. But if I was doing a registration video, I put a lot more effort into it. I'd have a great background, and then I would be flying my hands around. That really works for me. My registration videos, you know, can be up to 70-75% registrations with cold traffic, which is crazy. So I really think that enthusiasm is contagious. Now, it also pisses people off. There'll be people who will be like, who is this chick? Like, what is she so excited about? And so that happens too, but congratulations if you can create screaming haters that scream and yell at you, and you can create raving fans who just really adore you. You need to create that split. So I hope that helps, Kelly. Lisa, hey Shanda, my goal is to enroll 40 people in my 8-week course. I want to over-prepare to hit my goal. Doing 150 calls for my survey, doing a webinar with a sales page, great, and also opening up my calendar. What else can I do to make this launch successful? Well, less is more. I'm a really big fan of less is more. So it sounds like, you know, you got 150 calls on the books from your survey. You know, if I was to choose, like if something wasn't working, I'm a big fan of, you know, picking a topic that I have some energy around right now. I don't really have too much energy around. The only thing I have energy around right now is haters. And not like, and so this is exactly what I do. I'd say, okay, what do I have energy around right now? Okay, haters, like screaming haters. So then I would ask myself, okay, what do I have energy around with these screaming haters? And it's around the fact that it's sad to me that so many people, when they get backed up against a wall, their character comes forward, right? And the whole game, I think, is to keep growing your character so that your character gets stronger. So I used to be, when someone would make me an offer, I'd get mad. I used to be emotionally triggered when anybody messed up around me, you know, like people that I was paying, they messed up around me, I would turn red. I'd be like that, like it was awful. Like I was not in control of my emotions. And so I understand them, because I also know who I am when I go to sleep at night. And I know that, you know, I just paid one of my clients' payrolls for them. They didn't expect me to do it. I just did it, right? I've bought a technology for one of my clients so she could do her company better. I have paid for, you know, homes, like rental deposits for my clients as they're stretching and growing bigger. I have forgiven payments. I've done a lot. I've gotten on the phone with people when they're not like private clients, like, and people get entitled for that. Like, because they're paying me, they somehow think that if they're paying me in a group program that they should always get me privately. And it's like, no, people pay me $30,000 a year. If you pay me $30,000 or $50,000 a year to talk to me privately, and I was getting on the phone with somebody who was like paying me $5,000 or $7,000 or $10,000 a year, it would kind of piss you off that you were paying that overage, right? And so, you know, I could go into all of that. All of that I have energy on. And I would keep diving down deeper, Lisa, and I would like write it out on a piece of paper, and I would say, how could I make a difference with this energy? Like, how could I bring awareness? So now this is the important piece. My attention goes on the transformation, not on my get, not on like, can I like sell 40 people in my 6-week program, right? And I know you're sharing that with me, so I got a goal, right? I've got a target. But when I do my marketing, I know where I'm going with it. Like, I would know that I was moving towards, you know, 40 people in my 6-week program, but I put all my attention. It's such a small tweak, and it makes a very big difference in the way that you show up. So if I am dependent, my livelihood is dependent on someone paying me, the way I'm going to show up is probably in performance. I'll probably perform a little bit, try and be good, try and get them to like me, you know, see if I could like really land with them so that they get it and pay me. And all of that really messes up marketing. It really messes up sales and enrollment. So I put my attention on, first, what do I have energy around? I write it all out, and then I ask myself, how could this really help somebody? Instead of me being pissed off about it, how could it actually help somebody? And then I shift into that transformation. I tell my backstory about what the history is about, like my thought on this. And then I transition into my point of view, which is, you know, my point of view is that people need to work on their character. They need to work on who you become when something goes wrong in your life. Who you become when something goes wrong in your life is not the same way with me, or is the same way with me as it is your husband, your wife, someone who works with you, your sister, someone who disappoints you. There's a certain emotional trigger that you're familiar with, and it comes up every time you get backed up against a wall. And you got to get above that emotional feeling so that you can actually bring a vision, a goal, a dream to completion. And unless you do that, you're going to keep getting stuck in this rat race. And it doesn't matter who you hire to be successful. You're always going to be right about them being wrong. Or you're always going to be right about you not getting enough support. You're always going to be right about the fact that, like, whenever I hear somebody say, all these online marketers, they're bait and switch. I'm like, really? Just look at how many success stories they have. Do you think they're bait and switch? Like, it's like, no, there's just some people who, when they get backed up, they put their head down and go through it, where other people like to blame, gossip, and get angry and attack. You can't be that person. So I would share all of that, Lisa, and then break it into, when I make my offer, there's the group of people who put their head down. They feel the stress, they feel the challenge, they feel, they feel the emotional triggers, but they don't let it hijack them. These people stay in their power. Then there's these people who give up their power, and they give up their reins for completion. And these people are complainers. And it's not about them being a complainer, it's about who they're being in the process that's stealing their vision. So the question is do you want to be someone in your power, or do you want to be in the tribe of complaining? This tribe always loses. Even though they're right, they always lose their goal. And so now I bring it into my offer. It's not the best offer, but you get what that would actually work if the context of the story was real and authentic. So I always say the offer doesn't even have to be amazing. You really have to be focused on transformation and helping people, and people have to feel that. When they can feel that, when you say those two things, of course, the complainers will be triggered, but some of them will get awareness and go, I don't want to be with that crew anymore. If I'm the sum of the 5 closest people that I hang out with, and they're all gossiping, bitching, and complaining and giving up, I think I'm going to go over here with the group that putting their head down, and they become the success stories on the stage, and they move over, right? And so now you have a choice. What crew do you want to belong to? If you want to belong to this crew, then the bridge to get there is my 6-week program. And then here, I'm just going to tell you about it. And then you just tell them. So, don't be afraid. I think if you, at least for me, if I don't use real stories that have strong energy with them, right? Like something that's, I'm emotionally, like everything is energy. Everything is energy. Even having a baby, the cells turn on, like the sperm turns on the embryo and it lights up. And if all the genetics get turned on, then you have a baby. If they don't, then your body absorbs the embryo again. Like everything is energy. And so when you're telling your stories, if you're preaching or giving advice, there's performance connected with that. And the performance connected with that will always hurt your conversions, in my opinion. I hope that helps. Okay. Thanks, Lisa. Your hair looks boss this morning. Thank you. Yadira did it yesterday. I just crawled out of bed, but she did it yesterday. Thank you. Randy, good morning. How are you? Okay. Wendy McKenna. I've got 7 potential clients wavering to join my program. That tells me right there that you're missing urgency. I have daily engagement with them, but would love to create more urgency. You know that. Okay. For them to jump in today. Any ideas? Yes. Okay. So urgency used to get me tripped up all the time. There's different ways of creating urgency. If someone has to think about it before they purchase your product, then there's lack of urgency, or they really don't want it. But typically you can tell if somebody really wants it, but they're like wrestling with the money or the time. That means, you got to bring the urgency up, which will increase the value for them. And value is why people buy. So Wendy, write this down. One way of creating urgency is to give some sort of an incentive for the day. Okay, so an incentive could look like, so for instance, when I buy Spanx, I love the Spanx leggings and I love their arm tights. And whenever I buy it, they send me a gift certificate, I think for 10% or 20% off my next pair of Spanx. I actually think they should do a refer a friend campaign, or take care of a friend campaign, because I've purchased the legging Spanx for like everybody I know. And so, but with that being said, it burns a hole in somebody's pocket. In Pace Club, we really give them $500 if they come to their year-end mastermind. It's $500, right? They can use that to pay down their tuition in Pace Club, or they can use it to invest in Marketing Mastery if they want to, or they can use it for part of a VIP day to invest into a VIP day, but it's a real $500. So that creates urgency, right? And so you can create a daily incentive. So what could you offer these 7 people if they made a decision today? You don't have to give a discount. You could actually add something. Like, could you add a play date, a retreat date, an extra retreat date, a group counseling for 2 hours or something like that, right? Like a group, it would be like a group VIP day with me. Could you add something? I'm a big fan of adding. Could you add something that if they make their decision today, this will be added to their program absolutely free, and it's worth this. And here's why I think this will be valuable for you, right? So think that creates urgency. Another thing that creates urgency is the price going up, right? So we're getting close to completion or getting close to ending enrollment. We're going to raise the price for the last week of enrollment. If you want to jump in, now would be the time. So, and then the other one would be some sort of a price discount if you wanted, or a cash card or something like that in case they wanted to keep working with you. So those are urgency pieces that will help you. So don't be afraid to reach out and add them or give them today. Make sure you do a time limit, meaning that by 3 o'clock today, this promotion is over. Jeannie, good morning, Shanda. I'm wondering how you deal with disgruntled clients who, after a phenomenal success small group program, are finding it hard to say goodbye. Awesome. Example, in Facebook group is being archived. Coaching sessions have concluded. Support structures are phasing out. All early announcements about this have been made for weeks. So, Jeannie, disgruntled clients are always going to be there. And I hate to say this, but I'm just going to say it. People are so freaking entitled. They're just really entitled. Like, they don't get that, like, they're not running your program. You know what I mean? Like people just, I don't know what it is, but it's like they just want to jump into the driver's seat and drive when you're already there driving, right? And so, I've had that before where people want to keep the Facebook group open, and we just let them know, we're sorry, it's closing. We love you. Make your relationships, create, build the relationships that you created in the group. I'm so glad that you found it valuable, and the group is ending. And then we just go through and my admin just shuts everything down. So we don't usually give tons of week notice because it does create what you're experiencing at this point. We just let them know that anytime in the next few days, we are going to be closing down this group. We love you. We've got to close down this group because our administrative team will not be managing it and working it anymore. And we will be working with the next group coming up. So God bless. And we'll talk to you soon. We love you. If you need anything, please message us at this, information. And then we go very quickly and shut down the group. We don't wait weeks to do it. We just do it. There's always, Jeannie, in my experience, there's always one or two people in every single one of my programs that create, like, if they're strong enough, they will create, like, it's almost like an angry activist. Like, they mean well, but they create a problem. And then what happens is that negativity ends up becoming toxic. And then, you end up with a lot of people having a bad taste in their mouth. So it takes strong leadership, but I know you can do it. And just don't allow, the disgruntled people to be the people that just kind of change the whole energy of the group. If they do start doing that, just say to them, just say, please stop posting on this thread. We do not want the energy of this group to end like this, and just remove the people from the group. And people get pissed off. There'll be another friend in there that will get pissed off that you removed that person. But within a couple days, at least a week, that negative toxic group will just kind of wave its way out. I've been doing this for years now. I've seen it in every group. And it's unfortunate because I think it's the reason why a lot of really powerful mentors and coaches only do academies now, and things that they could virtually send out so that they don't have to deal with that anymore. I really, really, it's just my point of view, but I really, really believe when I talk to my friends who do not do any one-on-one connection with groups anymore, it's because they're like, there's just some mean people out there. So survival of the fittest, let the fittest survive, and the non-fittest just do what they do. I don't have that mentality. I'm still in there like a crusader doing my best, but I just recently had a big blow up. So it happens, unfortunately. Just know who you are when you put your head down to sleep. Jill, Awesome. Great call on building programs yesterday. Can you briefly go over how to determine our prices again? Okay, so I'm going to end on this question because we're 2 minutes over. So make up your prices. So if you're just starting, ask yourself, what is a price point that I feel that is like my program or my product is worth, and then increase it by like 10%. And so it's a little bit stretchy for you, but it's not like way stretchy. It's like, I'm a big fan of stepping yourself up. So it's a little bit stretchy. And so, but your price, I have fitness people, I have nutritionists that are earning more than some of the top diet book and top, like I have friends who have, 300,000 people who follow them on Instagram and Facebook and have, these huge nutritional books, and they're not charging as much as my clients who I put my clients in a bubble. I'm just like, forget about what everybody else is doing, just what do you feel like you want to charge? And then I inch them up. And we have nutritional people who are getting paid, $1,700 or $2,000. And like the gurus will say to me, nobody will spend like $1,500 or $1,700 on nutritional coaching. I'm like, yeah, they will. You just have to put the right package together, right? And so, don't focus on what everybody else is doing. Focus on what are you willing to do your job for, right? Like oh, here comes my little guy. Hi, Zach. Hi, baby. Come here. Do you guys want to say hi to Zach? He's the reason why I'm just lit up every day. Come here. He just woke up. He's wearing his come here. He's wearing his grandma gave him a swim shirt yesterday, and he wore it to bed because he loves it so much. And Matt, remember when you used to love things that much? Where's your red car? Can you not see it? Is it too light? Say hi. You want to show them your cars? What is this? This is your yellow car and your green car. And he sleeps with them because he loves them so much. Anyway, back to the pricing.
Hey, I can't find it on my phone.
Okay, I'll help you. Can you wait a minute? Can you wait?
Yeah.
Okay. I will tell you pricing is really subjective to what you're willing to do. So he's a great example. I'm only willing to coach with a certain amount of people privately, and I may not do that for next year, depending on what my life looks like, if I have another baby or whatever that looks like. It's really contingent upon my vision and the life that I'm living. Never make money your guide. Make your family your guide and what you're willing to do, and then manage your mind when people go sideways on you or criticize you. The bigger you get, the harder that piece becomes. But I'm a firm fan on pricing coming down to, what are you willing to take time out of your life with your family? What are you willing to take time out of your life to serve and give? And as an entrepreneur, you really get to choose that price. And yeah,
Tacky.
Zaki, is that Zaki?
Yeah.
Do you see yourself in the video? Do you like that? I think he's going to be a speaker because he sits in front of the mirror and watches himself talk and cry. He watches himself cry too. Little actor. Anyway, I hope that this was valuable for you. I hope that you go off and create an extraordinary day. At the end of today, ask yourself, what is going to make a 10-day for you? And then make sure you put that in, and don't allow money to be the thing that you serve. Really allow your vision to be the thing that you serve. So tuning off to go be.
I want to sit on my knees.
You want to sit on your knees? Tuning off to go be mommy now and go have breakfast with my son. This is what my life really looks like. All right, you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.